The following is an exclusive presentation of ESPN-WPS.
The Everett family is proud to bring to you Benton Panther Sports once again on ESPN 690. Your Buick GMC dealership, your team, your radio station. Are you ready for Benton Panther Sports?
Good evening, everyone, and we are almost ready for the start of this 2014 football season. Those of you watching the video and the live stream, you're seeing an overhead shot of Panther Stadium this evening as we are getting ready for the varsity to take the field here in the Maroon Gray scrimmage. Earlier, there was an 8th grade scrimmage, then the junior high spirit groups, the 9th grade scrimmage just completed. We are awaiting the high school scrimmage, which will be coming up here in just a few minutes. It will be a 40-play scrimmage. The first offense versus the second defense will be 15 plays. Then the second offense against the first team defense will be 15 plays. Then the twos versus the twos, the number 2 teams versus the number 2 teams. That will be 10 seconds. All of this getting, or 10 plays. All of this getting ready for the season opener coming up August 5th. That will be the Salt Bowl in War Memorial Stadium against Bryant. Always the biggest game of the year right up front, and we will have it all for you right here on ESPN 690, ESPN-WPS.com, and all of the affiliates down the live stream on the free ESPN radio app, and where it should be playing now. So we will check into that and get that going. But coming up here, we've got the scrimmage. The junior high, the spirit groups, the high school spirit groups are taking the field here at Panther Stadium right now. But first, we're going to take this break, a 3-minute break, and we will be back right after this.
Please welcome to the field your 2014-2015 Benton High School cheerleaders.
Alan, you do have number 2 pressed up there to feed it to the live stream. Okay, because we can't find it on the ESPN radio app. So. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We'll figure it out.
Superior Team Trophy and Top Banana for being the most spirited. Senior Bailey Simpson and Sydney Ulmer and Junior Macy Feimster were awarded All-American.
Okay.
And Sydney Ulmer also won first place in the jump-off. Leading off our seniors is co-captain and All-American Bailey Simpson. And captain and All-American Sydney Ulmer. For the juniors, we have Abby Robinson. Bailey Ballesteri. Carly Kartishka.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium as the Maroon Gray scrimmage is underway here. We are waiting on the varsity to take the field here in just a moment. And they will be having a scrimmage coming up here as right now the high school spirit groups are at the middle of the field doing jumping up and down and various other and sundry things. A large crowd here this evening for the scrimmage, which is the first real football action that we have seen this year, with the exception of a couple of scrimmages. This is the first major scrimmage coming up Tuesday night here at Panther Stadium. The Panthers will be playing Little Rock Mills in the AAA benefit game, and that is Tuesday night. Is that right, Matthew? The studious intern over here pushing the buttons and twisting the dials, making everything sound good. Matt Johnson keeping us going. So that will be Tuesday night. We will have all that for you here on ESPN 690 and
Morgan Nethery.
The ESPN 100.7 simulcast of that. We will have that for you here live. And so keep it tuned right here. We will have Scott Nethery coming up in the middle of the week next week, or coming up during the first part of the week next week, and getting that. Visited earlier with Jim Landers, the legendary Jim Landers, former owner of KEWI, as it was good to catch up with Jim, who is out, who is facing some serious surgery coming up here in the future. He was up here with us for a little while, and glad to have Jim, the legendary and iconic Jim Landers, visiting up here in the booth with us for a little while earlier as we got ready. We watched the 8th grade scrimmage together and visited with a lot of the people. In attendance here tonight, Gwen Walker, the Director of Communications, also up here in the press box, and we are endeavoring to figure out why if any of you are out there trying to find the live stream, we're endeavoring to find out where the glitch is in that system, so bear with us and keep it tuned right here, which you can hear. We are awaiting the start of the varsity scrimmage, which is going to be, it's already been defined. Scott Nethery gave us the roadmap to how the high school scrimmage is going to be. It's going to be a 40-play scrimmage. There will be 15 plays with the first team offense against the second team defense, then 15 more plays with the second team offense versus the first team defense, and then there will be 2s versus 2s in the final 10-play part of this scrimmage. The points after touchdown will be the only special teams in this scrimmage. They will start from the 30-yard line, and they have 3 plays to get a first down in each one of these. So we will take another break now and get some sponsors. We are glad to be sponsored once again as the title sponsor for Panther Sports on ESPN 690. We are happy to be presented by Everett Buick GMC. Glad, as you heard Susie Everett with the opening there, glad to have them on board again as the title sponsor, both video and the audio portion. For this, we are endeavoring to find out. We just found out that the ESPN radio app is struggling right now. We're trying to find out why that's going on right now. It's working earlier, and now it's not working. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break, and we will be back as the varsity gets close to starting in the Maroon Gray scrimmage from Panther Stadium. You're listening to ESPN 690 and 100.7. Back here, the first play of the Benton Panther scrimmage, and it's nearly picked off. It was
Martin's pass was incomplete, broken up by Junior.
Martin's pass was broken up there as by Junior Hendricks. As I'm looking here, as that didn't match the numbers that we have on the roster here. Kaysen Martin's pass broken up. It was Tyron Hollis. No, excuse me, it was Kaysen Martin's. Martin's this time passes out on the left side. He gets it out there to Drew Harris, and Harris goes down the left side. Nobody's going to catch him, Hendricks tries to at the end, and that's going to be a 70-yard pass completion on the second play of this scrimmage, as that one happened pretty quick, as Drew Paris was out wide, and Cason Martins took the snap, the shotgun snap out of the spread formation and threw it, and it was absolutely no problem completing that one, as nobody was out there to stop Harris as he ran down the left sideline. Now there will be the point after touchdown. This is the only thing that we have in terms of special teams tonight, and that is up and through. Grant Higbee's kick up and through. So just like that, 2 plays, we have a quick 7-0 advantage, as in this first section is first team offense versus the second team defense. We've got 15 plays. We've only run 2 and had 1 touchdown already. This one not wasting any time. Spread formation, 3 receivers to the left. Martins in the shotgun, fakes the handoff. Now he goes downfield, another wide open receiver right down the seam there. Grayson Morrow was wide open, and getting over to stop him was second team defensive safety Jake Thompson. Flag on the play, as this one may be coming back. We are awaiting the official's call. Ineligible receiver downfield, which is an interesting call, as that was nothing but a straight up quick pass that went, or ineligible receiver downfield. And I'm trying to figure out how that could happen on a pass that quick. You wouldn't think the lineman could get that far downfield. So the advantage to that is apparently the linemen are faster than we thought, because the lineman got downfield pretty quick on that one to get it done. Now Benton, after the 5-yard penalty, the Panthers' first team offense lined up. Martins, this time another quick pass to Harris, and Drew Harris goes right up the hash marks before he is bulldogged down by Junior Hendricks, who is getting eaten up over there on the left side by Drew Harris. Harris wide open on that seam pattern right down the middle on the left-hand side of the formation. The offense now, first team offense, going from right to left across your radio dial. Martin changes the play, moves everybody over, and there's a handoff right up the middle, and it's going to be a big-time run. Believe that Chase Shamlin was the guy carrying the ball. I couldn't get a good read on the numbers there. Chase Shamlin got that one and went over the left side, rolled all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a penalty flag down at the 16. It's going to be a personal foul, face mask, and that's how they got Shamlin down, was grabbing him by the face mask and sort of bulldogging him down as he ran that one down the field and came close to scoring. That will put the ball on the 8-yard line on the left hash mark between the 8 and the 7-yard line. So technically it would be the 7-yard line. 2 running backs with Case Martins in the backfield. Slight motion to the right. Martins rolls to the right, throws an out pattern, and he overthrows over on the right-hand side, intended for Casey Green, and he overthrew him by several feet, and Green goes and gets the ball, which nearly rolled out to the maintenance shed over there on the right side. So Casey Martins rolled that one to the right side and just simply didn't get his shoulders around square, and got Green, who had made the cut in the end zone and was wide open. Now we've got 2 receivers on either side of the formation. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back beside Cason Martins. Cason drops back, throws a little screen pass across the middle, and we've got whistles stopping this one before it ever got developed. So Scott Nethery asking what
to Drew Harris for the touchdown.
Why is that one? Drew Harris caught it. He went in for the score, but they are going to bring that one back as now we're waiting to find out what this is. What'd they do? Blow the whistle for the stop? They're not even counting it. We've run 6 plays in this scrimmage. Martin's now in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right side, the wide side of the formation by just about 4 feet. The ball nearly square in the middle of the field as Benton driving toward the north end zone. Martins this time throws it on a quick little seam pattern to Sam Baker, who is wide open between 2 defenders. And they simply weren't able to bat the ball down, so another touchdown from Cason Martins, this time to Sam Baker on the left side as he ran up the seam, and now we've completed 7 plays. And another extra point attempt from Josh Gray as he puts this one up and kicks it through. 2 touchdowns, 7 plays by the Benton offense, the Benton first team offense that is pretty much doing whatever it wants to whenever it wants to against the second team defense. So now Benton, the first team offense, will stay out there. They're running 15 plays, so they are coming up on the halfway point. How you would judge a halfway point in this is beyond me. In a plays, I guess halfway through the play, you say, okay, they've reached the halfway point on this.
Steve Quinn, please report to the press box.
Scott Nethery out getting the right play called on this one. Now the first team offense going from left to right across your radio dial. Kason Martin started, the junior quarterback. He's in the shotgun formation. Running backs on either side of him. There have been only one running play in this entire scrimmage, and here is the second one. Chase Shamlin gets the carry over the left side, gets up across the 35, and they're going to put it down just slightly on the other side of the 35, between the 35 and 36-yard line, with the nose of the ball touching the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers, as they've now run 8 plays in this scrimmage. Chase Martin, 2 running backs on either side. Shamlin now moves in motion over on the left side of the formation. Martin's looking, throwing downfield. He's got a receiver. Baker's open again, and he just outmaneuvers 2 defenders. He cuts back across to the middle of the field, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to catch him. They were trying to. Kyler Nitschke was trying to catch him and just simply gave a shove at about the 3-yard line, and the best thing he could do is just shove Harris on in further into the end zone. So it's another touchdown for the Benton offense. 9 plays they've run in this scrimmage and scored 3 times for the first team offense against the second team defense. And coming in now for his 3rd extra point attempt, Josh Gray, to attempt this extra point. Puts it down and up, and did that one stay inside the left upright? Yes, it did. So 3 touchdowns for the first team offense here in the Maroon Gray scrimmage from Panther Stadium this afternoon. A lot of offense for the Panthers getting going here early in the season, as for the most part, Kason Martins has been dead on target with his passes. Drew Harris so far has been his favorite receiver. Harris with 2 touchdown catches in this, and now the first team offense coming out. They have 6 more plays in this scrimmage to go. Play clock down to 12 seconds as Martins takes it. A quick look, that was Baker in the game now, or Drew Harris was at quarterback that time. And he threw a pass out to the right side, and they're judging whether it was a backwards pass to count as a lateral or not, and I guess they're going to call that a lateral. The officials conferring on the far side of the field. And yes, they're calling that a lateral, so that's a 9-yard loss back to the 21-yard line. They start each drive on the 30-yard line, and they have 3 plays to get a first down. 3 touchdowns by the Benton first team offense in the game. And this one a direct snap to Harris, who is back at quarterback now instead of the running back position, and he gets about back to the line of scrimmage, maybe just slightly shy of that, as we've now gone to 11 plays for the first team offense, and they are bringing Kason Martins back in at quarterback for the Panthers on this first team offense. 3 receivers to the left of the formation, 1 on the right. Martins looking down the field, hits it in the seam to Ty Callahan, and Callahan takes it all the way down to the 41-yard line, which gets a first down and keeps the drive alive for the first team offense, as they have now completed 12 plays. You can sure see the difference with Martins at quarterback in this offense. Again, 3 receivers to the left. Tight coverage formation over here. Some tight press coverage from Ben Davis over on the left side of the formation, and we've got a timeout called. With this timeout, we will take a 60-second timeout with it. 3 plays left for the Benton first team in this game. Never mind, we'll keep it here. We'll keep it here. It was just kind of a short one. I thought he was going to take a full timeout and have a conversation, but we'll keep it right here as some players are trying to remove equipment and everything. I thought it was going to be a longer timeout than it was, but we'll keep it right here. There are 3 plays left for the first team offense, so they either get a first down or score, and they're through. Martins this time looks a little clearing pattern out here to the left side to Ty Callahan, who's running free and is finally slung out of bounds at the 27, 28-yard line of the defense, and that was a big pickup as well. So now they've got it down with 2 plays left for the first team offense against the second team defense. They've got 2 plays left in the scrimmage, and they're in a manageable situation where the ball is the backside of the nose of the ball is just touching the 28-yard line on the left hash mark. Kason Martins at quarterback, 3 wide receivers to the right side, the wide side of the formation. Martins now looking. He's got a receiver wide open, and it just slips out of his hands. Dadgummit, all bless his heart. Hunter Howell was in the end zone and had his hands on the ball, but simply couldn't bring it in. Bless his heart, he just couldn't pull the ball in. So we got one more play for the Benton first team offense in this scrimmage as they've run 15 plays, scored 4 touchdowns in the scrimmage, and they are taking a full time out to talk about this one as they're going to put the ball. Okay, how did we lose a yard on the mark, on the spot? A complete yard went backwards on the spot. Are they calling that good? They're calling it good and turning it around the other way. 14 plays. I guess that's the beauty of a scrimmage. You can just make up the rules as you go along. 1 play left if he sticks to the script here. And for the Benton first team offense, Drew Harris back at quarterback. Now throws one out on the left side over there that falls incomplete. Hakeem Noble was the intended receiver and couldn't get his hands up to cover the ball good enough there. So I guess they're just going to keep going, or is this going to be the second team offense? I'm not real sure what they're doing here. They're kind of, that's the beauty of these scrimmages. You don't really know. They're just keeping it on 14. A low screen pass from Harris inside to Preston Stone. Stone down the right side, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds rather rudely over there. We talked with Scott Nethery earlier. Brandon Black, a little extra shove, and they're just keeping it on 14 plays. They're trying to get a few extra plays. Well, now they've moved it to 15. But I don't see anybody changing anything. Apparently Scott Nethery wanting to get a little extra work in. Drew Harris at quarterback for the Panthers throws another little backward pass out here to Brandon Hunter, and Hunter has to really circle wide and doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage as he's shoved out of bounds at midfield. And Drew Harris now working in with the first team offense as they've gone a little bit over the script here, 16 plays in this. It was originally scripted for the first team offense versus the second team defense, 15 plays. And we talked to Scott Nethery earlier in the week, and he said that the guys were really tired of playing each other, really tired of beating up on each other. And I told him, I said, well, a day without a fight in that situation ends like a day without sunshine, isn't it? And he pretty much agreed with me when I talked to him yesterday about how this team's coming along in workouts. The main thing they said, they're tired of beating up on each other, tired of playing against each other. So it should be interesting, the Tuesday benefit game with Mills. Drew Harris in at quarterback, hands it to looking as that's Brandon Hunter, and Hunter is slung backwards. And he went into the center of the line, 17 plays in this scrimmage. It was originally scripted to go for 15 plays, and apparently Scott Nethery wanted to change it and get some more work with the first team offense. 3 wide receivers to the right. Drew Harris in at quarterback. He's had a big night at receiver. Now he's playing at running back. Handoff over the left side. I believe that was Brandon Hunter again. Yeah, it was Brandon Hunter. And Hunter got it back to between the 48 and 49-yard line on the left hash mark. And now we've got people running all over the place. Coaches waving over here on the sidelines and trying to move everybody around. And I believe he put Kason Martins back in at quarterback. Also coming in, Preston Stone will be one of the running backs beside Martins. 4th down, 12 yards to go. Martin's looking downfield, rolls to the right. Excuse me, that's not Martin's in the game. That's Nate Beck. This is the second team offense. So apparently he puts the second team offense in, and Beck throws it on the right side over to Trey Pepper, and that's going to be good enough for about a 7-yard gain. And now we're going to see the changeover and everybody go to the second part of the scrimmage as we've gone to 19 plays now in this scrimmage. So the second team offense will come into the game now. That will be quarterbacked by Nate Beck. And Beck will be looking for the call from the sidelines to see what play he's supposed to run. Now he gets it, comes out. Benton sends 3 wide receivers out to the right side, 1 to the left. He's got single coverage over on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, now a handoff inside. That's going to be Preston Stone, and Preston takes a few knocks and gets it over the 35 to about the 36, maybe the 37-yard line as he goes right up the middle. With the defense spread out, he was able to move it right up the middle and get all the way up to about the 37-yard line. Be 2nd down, 4 to go. This one, well, that play just didn't get on sync from the get-go. Nate Beck had to leap for the snap, the shotgun snap from center, and that just sort of threw everything off and discombobulated everybody. And the pass was tipped after he threw it, and then it ended up bouncing harmlessly incomplete. And 3rd down, 3 yards to go, a long 3 yards to go for the Benton offense. And Martin throws it out here on the left side, incomplete, so that should do it. And that's a win for the first team Benton off defense.
Cox, the intended receiver.
Their first success of the night. Is Martin's is back in? No, that's 18. We are endeavoring here to get this number 2 offense out on the field. Martin's in the game, back in the game. I guess number 1 is sort of irreplaceable. Merton's in the game, sorry. Nate Beck is the quarterback in the game right now. Throws it out on the right side, incomplete. As that one falls complete. I was just corrected on the spelling, so I'm sorry, Mr. and Ms. Mertens. I was pronouncing the last name incorrectly, so you got to bear with me. We're all in. This is why we have these scrimmage games, not just for the players, the coaches, also for the announcers. 2 wide receivers on either side of the formation. Beck drops back, throws it out on the left side, and Preston Stone wasn't able to come up with it. It was a little short hopper into Stone and bounced into him, and he wasn't able to keep it. So now we come up with 3rd down, and the second team offense has got to convert this into a 1st down, or they start another one, as we are now at 24 plays for the total scrimmage, as 30 was supposed to be the first segments with the number 1s versus the number 2s. And then we go to the second team versus second team. Back in the game, shotgun rolls out wide to the right, throws it to Ty Callahan, who just is bumped out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain over on the right side, and they're just going to flip the thing to 4th down, and here we go. 25-yard line. Now they're going to move it back, start all over. First down again. The Benton first team defense holds on this one and forces a 3 and out. The second team offense has not scored against the first team defense. The first team offense scored 4 times against the second team defense. So now the first team defense has stepped up and is keeping the second team offense from moving down the field. Nate Beck, the quarterback on this second team, 3 wide receivers to the right side of the formation. Beck reaches up, one hands a high snap from center, and he's going to be corralled and slung down for a loss back there.
Nate
Getting
Beck is sacked by Dylan Murphy.
Dylan Murphy with the sack of the quarterback, as you can tell the train is coming by. The 8:30 special coming through a little bit ahead of time here. this evening out here by Panther Stadium. So the sack, a loss of 6 yards, brings up third down now. Beck hands it inside and trying to get the number on the guys. They've been moving players around so much, it's kind of hard to keep up with who's got the ball and who doesn't right now, and that's going to be Brandon Hunter.
Stone was tackled by Dylan
Hunter
Murphy.
over on the right side got maybe a yard, and the ball's marked on the right hash mark. It's going to be third down, 13 to go for the first down for the second team offense that has not gotten a first down yet. And here's a pass. Beck throws it. It's slightly high for Austin Bull, who is not able to go up and make the catch, and the Benton first team defense holds once again.
Austin Bull, the intended receiver.
So for every possession on this, they should have about 2 plays if they're going to stick to the script. We're at 28 plays here in the scrimmage. It was supposed to be a total of 45 altogether, and everybody's called a timeout. We're going to take one with them as you're listening to the Maroon Gray Game here on ESPN 690 and 100.7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Organization for junior high and high school Benton Panthers football. Please visit the Touchdown Club booth to become a member or to get information on how to order
Back at
the
Panther
official
Stadium
Benton
as
football
we are
gear
at
from the
28
sports shop.
plays of
Your
the
support
scrimmage
is
here
vital
this
to our
evening. As
success.
glad you're with us on ESPN 690 and 100.7. And all across the internet, listening out there on the World Wide Web, as it's called, as we are now at the Benton second team offense against the first team defense, and the second team offense hasn't even been able to get a first down against the first team defense, which is kind of what you want to see in these things. Nate Beck at quarterback for the second team offense. Now he tries to bobble down a high snap from center, throws across the middle. It's going to be completed over there short of the first down to Preston Stone, who is about 2 yards short of the first down, which would be the first down for the second team defense. Second down and 2 for the Panthers second team going up against the Panthers first team defense. Lazy snap from center. Beck throws it. Bell throws it out wide to the. Beck throws it out wide to the left. I'll get the name right in a minute, folks. Preston Stone catches the ball and shoots up the left sideline before being knocked down, and that's the first down for the second team Panther defense. He was shoved out of bounds on the 43-yard line. Benton on the left hash mark. This second team offense is moving from right to left across your radio dial. The quarterback is Nate Beck, and he gets the snap from center, throws it out wide to the right. That's going to be Preston Stone. Stone has some running room. Now he's just going to try to outrun everybody down the right sideline, and does. That's going to be a 43-yard touchdown, folks, and the second team offense puts points on the board. As Beck threw it out there on the right side, was able to complete the pass to Stone, and Stone just outran the first team defensive secondary down the right side. And now we've got the extra point attempt by Grant Hines, and he puts it through. And the second team offense finally puts points on the board against the first team defense, and the scoreboard says the Gray is leading this 28-3. And Matt Johnson, who's our producer, do you have any idea what the 28-3 means?
I believe the 28 is the first team, and the 3 is the second team. The best.
Okay.
I'm not even sure the scoreboard operator knows what's going on, because I've been seeing numbers shift back and forth. I'm basically just putting up what they put up.
Yeah,
so.
the main thing is out there running plays. Everybody's running plays. So here we go again, the second team offense. Beck this time can't get the snap from center. There's a scramble for it, and the first team defense probably could have had a shot at getting that one, as slapping the ball with his hand. Sam Baker hit it, and then the ball bounced back into Beck's hands, and Beck ended up recovering the fumble. The snap from center was bounced back to him, so there's been a problem with that all night. Now Beck gets a good snap from center. Looks over the middle, throws a little middle screen, And it's going to be Preston Stone. And Stone, once again, going down the right sideline. He gets called. He stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Nate Beck's pass
almost the
was complete to
39-yard line.
Hunter.
He was headed down the right side again as they found something that they're trying to work on over on that right side. It was a middle screen, and Stone just released across the middle. They let everybody come across, and Stone got it, took off to the right sideline, and down the sideline he went. Ball just shy. They need a yard for another first down and keep this drive alive. Beck gets the snap from center, throws it out on the left side. It's going to be complete over there. And
Nate Beck's pass was complete.
Lane
to Lane
Albee caught the pass, got the first down, so they keep the drive alive, which this is only the second time this has happened for the Benton Panthers' second team offense. They have struggled mightily moving the ball against the first team defense. Beck gets the call, hands off. It's going to be Stone, comes up the middle, cuts it over to the middle of the field, which would be to his right slightly, and gets up to about the 47-yard line where he is brought down
Preston
there.
Stone was tackled by Dexter Garner.
Well, 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers' second team offense moving down the field. The score now, the Gray 28, the Maroon 7. And here we go, breaking loose, a great run. Austin Francis down the left side. He broke right up the middle. Nobody showed a lot of interest in tackling him, and he's going to go all the way down the field. That's going to be a 53-yard scoring run. Austin Francis takes it right down the middle. Nobody had showed a whole lot of interest in tackling him as he came up the middle. And he was able to break it free down the left sideline. So now we've got another extra point. Josh Gray in to kick the extra point. And he puts it up and through. And the offense puts points on the board once again. Benton working here. We are, this is the Maroon Gray scrimmage at Panther Stadium. This is the first real close to live action game situation that we have seen from the Panthers as they get underway with the benefit game against Little Rock Mills next Tuesday. We will have that for you on ESPN 690 and 100.7. Then the season opens August 5th. War Memorial Stadium, September 5th. Okay, I'll get the months right. The summer has gone by so quickly. After SEC media, well, now we got whistles. What's this about? Nethery calls a timeout, I think. See, we don't have the normal reaction, so we've got a timeout on the field. We will take one with them with the score, the Maroon 28, the Gray 8. How that happens, I have no idea, but we'll be back and explain it all. You're listening to Panther Football on ESPN 690 and 100.7.
Nate Beck was tackled by Mel Hegwood. There is a flag on the play.
All right, Nate Beck, handoff, and this time he runs it all the way down. He started to his right, cut back across the middle, got to about the 20-yard line, 20 yards away from the end zone.
Personal foul against the defense.
And I think he was just ready to, he had run out of gas by that point, because by that point he had already run about 75 yards. Running forward and sideways, and he got popped pretty good down there by Mel Hegwood, who put him on the ground with a pretty good little pop. And the ball is going to end up, after all of that, being spotted down on the, let's see here, put it down, there we go. All right, he's going to mark off a penalty against the defense. It's going to go inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, and that is where the second team offense will have the ball. So that's good. You don't have that every day. A plastic bin pop up in front of you. You just don't have that every day. Second team offense down on the 9-yard line. Beck calling for it, looks to the left, never looks anywhere else, and throws it in a great catch over here on the left side.
Nate Beck's
As
pass was
making the
complete to
catch,
Braden Hughes.
Braden Hughes made the
Run out of
catch.
bounds by Craig Warhurst.
And Hughes got it down inside, and now we've got everybody coming back to the end of the field, and I think they're going to take a break. It appears that's what they're going to do. They're going to have a...
All parents, please pick up your unattended children. Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.
Well, they just called that good night. Did I not hear that? All right, we're going to take another 3-minute break, and then we will come back and summarize and wrap everything up here as apparently the Gray won this 28-8 is apparently what happened here, and they just suddenly came to a stop with everything and said that's good enough. Scott Nethery said that's good enough, and away we went. So we will take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Panther Football on ESPN 690 and 100.7 FM.